I know what's best for you. Why don't you just listen to me? Famous last words of parenting sometimes, am I right? While our intentions usually start from a place of love and genuine concern, sometimes buried underneath that sincere desire to help is a subtle, or maybe not so subtle, push to control the outcome, to steer our teens down our preferred path. And that's precisely where help can start to hinder. It stops being about truly supporting their unique journey and starts becoming about getting them to follow our map, often ignoring their own personality, their passions, and their pace. We'll call this hindering help. That really tricky space where our fierce desire to fix things for them or guide them correctly accidentally overrides our need to actually listen to who they are and support what they might truly want or need. You see this play out all the time from a teacher's perspective. Take high-level senior math, like mathematical methods here in Victoria. Year after year, I see students attempting it not because they are passionate or suited, but because their parents insisted. You have to do methods if you want to get into the course you want. What happens? Often halfway through the year, they're drowning, they're failing, feeling overwhelmed, and their confidence plummets. It often takes a difficult conversation explaining that forcing this path is actually harming their overall success and mental health before a change is even considered. And the impact? It can be significant. These kids who are pushed into something that doesn't fit often withdrawing the classroom. They might become distractions to other students because they're disengaged. They internalize this feeling of failure, thinking they're not good enough, that they've let everyone down. Their own internal voice can become really negative. Their confidence to tackle any tough challenge will actually shrink, all because they were trying to live up to an expectation that wasn't even theirs in the first place. Maybe they were just too afraid to say, "This isn't for me." So how do we shift from hindering to genuinely empowering help? First, as we touched on last episode in a different context, it starts with the pause and noticing our own motivations. When you feel that urge to jump in and fix or steer your teen's choices, whether it's about subjects, activities, or even friendships, ask yourself, is this truly about supporting their growth and their path? Or is it more about managing my own anxiety and my own expectations, or maybe even reliving my own story through them? Secondly, instead of pushing your own agenda, try having that genuine heart-to-heart conversation with them. Really listen to understand what they are actually doing and what they think they are really good at. Then encourage them to play to those strengths, to explore those interests, foster that love for that general learning where they're good at it. Help them build on what excites them rather than forcing them through a hard slog in a subject they don't want to actually do just because you think they should. And when we do that, when we help them lean into their authentic interests and what they're actually good at, we're creating the conditions to help them find what Sir Ken Robinson called their element, that vital place where their unique talents meet their passions. And sometimes finding that element, sometimes finding what truly makes them tick, also helps them find their people, to find their friends, to find their circle. It might take a little bit of time, and the path might look different from what we expected, but trust that all people eventually find their tribe. Tell them, and maybe remind yourself too, not to worry. So the shift is subtle, but it's crucial. Moving from trying to steer their ship based on our map to helping them learn to navigate using their own compass. It's about empowering, not controlling. Next time, we'll tackle another tricky area where good intentions can go awry. How we talk about teachers and schools in our own homes. Until then, remember that focus. connection over correction. This has been Narelle, and this is Talking Teens. Thank you for listening.